This week we're going to focus on the results from last week's USDA Annual Agricultural Outlook Forum, specifically looking at the 23-24 balance sheet for corn. And we're also going to zero in on an anemic export pace for old crop corn. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into March now, and this corn market has broken out to the downside. Before we get to that, let's take a look at what USDA told us last week at their Annual Agricultural Outlook Forum. Specifically, we're going to take a different tack this week and focus on the 23-24 balance sheet for corn. Let's take a look at those numbers. Now again, the Annual Agricultural Outlook Forum was held last week. Let's specifically take a look at this corn balance sheet. We're going to take a look at 23-24. I want to emphasize that these are just projections, of course. A lot can change between the 1st of March and all the way into the next summer of 2024, but it is a mark on the wall that the market takes note of. Look at the acreage number. The acreage number is up nearly 3% from a year ago, or about 2.5 million acres. Again, that will be determined, of course, by the weather this spring as well as economics. USDA penciled in a record yield of 181.5 bushels per acre. That would give us production of over 15 billion bushels, which would be up nearly 10% compared to last year. And supply would be up over 1.2 billion bushels. Let's shift gears now and look at demand. When we look at demand, we're looking at unchanged on the ethanol side. That's something to take note of because it appears that the ethanol side may have peaked out for the short term here. Exports are up 275 million bushels. Total use, including an increase in feed use, is up 600 million bushels. What's the bottom line there in black? Carryout would be up 620 million bushels, or nearly 1.9 billion bushels compared to the current year. Here's the key message. Look at that average farm price declining from $6.70 a bushel this year to $5.60 for next year. Here's the key message. Change happens and can be very fast. Strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Let's take a look at this December corn futures chart here. December corn has slipped. It's down near $5.70 a bushel. That's now 40 cents below last year. However, it's still $1.15 above the 5-year average for this time of year. Again, defend your balance sheet using the risk management tools available to you. Let's shift gears now briefly and looking at trends in U.S. unshipped export sales of old crop corn. Now the corn market has broken out to the downside this week. This chart gives us a good explanation of why. We're looking at the unshipped corn export sales sharply below each of the last 2 years. In fact, the unshipped book to China is down 279 million bushels versus last year. And look at that, 418 million bushels compared to 2 years ago. Key message, there are stronger indications now that that annual export forecast from the USDA of 1.925 billion bushels is overstated. Let's shift gears now back to South America and look at trends in soy and corn planting in Brazil. Now the second season corn in Brazil here is primarily planted in Mato Grosso there, but also planting takes place in Goiás, Paraná, and Mato Grosso do Sul. Look at the updated numbers here in Mato Grosso, again that #1 corn producing state, looking at a significant increase in corn planting progress in the latest week, nearly 73% done now nationwide. Let's take a look at the short-term forecast for Mato Grosso, Brazil. Our slide this week, as usual, is courtesy of T-Storm weather. Now we're looking here at precip for the next 14 days. Notice up in Mato Grosso in the north, only normal amounts of precip, so it looks like they'll be able to wrap up the soybean harvest for all intents and purposes very soon and complete the corn planting as double crop corn. Nationwide, they're at 55% for Safrinha corn compared to 63% last year. That's primarily due to a slower pace moving further south across that wet area of Paraná. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.